So I have some pretty, I don't know really call if you're gonna call it sad news or just shit news or yeah, just don't worry, nothing died. Not this time, just my hopes and dreams. Um, okay, when, so it's really, so I've kind of like start from the beginning. It's about the guy I was seeing. Um, yeah, something that I never thought would happen did happen, which is funny because you think that you might know someone and you obviously don't. So it was Benito's birthday on at the weekend. It was such a fun night, really good, great atmosphere, great turnout. Really pleased for him. It was a really really good birthday. So we went out, music was going, dancing, partying, everything was really great. Um, and then me and a couple of friends came back here to my room after the club, including the guy I was seeing, and even talking to them this week about it, where they were like, he was just like a pity party. He just made everything like related to him by himself. He just was really not really a good fit in terms of myself or my friends, and yeah, it was just a little bit weird, even to like witness as well, because yeah, from that perspective, I was just a bit like, okay. So things got a little bit out of hand. People were nasty. He was nasty. Two of my friends left before it even got nasty. So they left. He stayed. My friend Benito stayed here as well, which I'm kind of thankful of because Benito was there to see the change, and it just flipped like that. Like literally, I've never seen anyone flip so bad. Like some of the comments, which I won't mention on here, but they was like really nasty, and yeah, I've never heard something like that. It was just really not necessary at all. So it was like 3 a.m. and then like being like threatened up here, and there's some stairs that literally go from the room like all the way down, and literally threatened to be pushed down them. And yeah, it was just awful, like absolutely awful. To the point where Benito stayed up here. I asked the guy to just literally get his bag, get his stuff. So he grabbed his bag, went down the stairs, and literally by the time we got down to like the floor below me, like he shoved me into like this glass mirror on the stairwell. Thank God nothing broke, because obviously it's not my house. It's just like, I was just shocked that I was even pushed. And then obviously I tried to bring him down the stairs, and literally like by the time we got down to the bottom, swings for me, it just misses my face. And then that's when the scuffle happened. Like he tries to like attack me, and then literally all I do is try and get as much upper body strength as possible to push him out. Like I don't know if it was the door or his nails or anything, but like literally just literally all that. And it was so bad. On Sunday morning, Saturday night, I came up and Benito thought I slipped my wrist. It was just, oh, there's so much blood. Went to the hospital on Monday after work just to try and see if it's actually infected, because it's not as bad as it was, but it's kind of like glazing over now with like a scab. But yeah, shocking, absolutely shocking. And one begs the question: do you report someone like that? What do you do in those situations? I always promise myself that, like, from my first boyfriend, no one would lay a finger on me at all. Yeah, because that was horrific in itself, but this is just so out of character. And yeah, we all get drunk, we've all had too much, we're all capable of doing these things, but you just don't do it. You don't hit people, you don't scar people. It's ridiculous how. And then the email back was just I don't need to go through the entire list of it, even because it would just literally be pointless. But some of the things where I love how someone starts an email by saying, I don't expect a reply from this, and it's fine. But yes, during this email, you will come for my character. You will try and upset me. So you want me to just read it and be upset and just take on board what you've actually said about me? I don't think so. So I understand that you are a complicated person, Kyle, and I'm certainly not going to tell you how to behave or live your life. But there's always a but, isn't there? Always a but. But I think that I'm a pretty good at overlooking some of the ways that manifests itself. The least you could have done is in return is not to belittle me as much as possible at any time I literally opened my mouth. In terms of being belittled, I was telling you to be quiet in this house. You woke up my housemates, so if I said to you raise, like, literally turn the volume down a little bit, was not belittling you. So, and I'm pretty sure I've spoken to my friends about this, and they're on my side with this. They're not on my side because they're being biased because they're my friends, but they see that you were out of line, and the way you were speaking about random things, it was just so weird. Okay, and only one more point to say, because there's points in this email, because it has to get all the points out. What is incredibly revealing is that you were perfectly happy to argue and then ask me to leave. I can't actually envisage any situation where someone who you allegedly like ends up having to leave in the middle of the night instantly because you were awful. Threatening to sack someone or call the police on things that they've done previously, what was that even in relation to? Even Benito was kind of like literally perplexed. Even coming for him and saying you'll get him fired. Like, why would you say that to people? It shows that there was nothing real between us. I can't actually think of a single close friend or past boyfriend who I would have asked to leave my house even if we'd argued. Seriously? No, you've never ever had someone leave? Well, you're very lucky, because I've had friends and partners leave before because some things should not be said, so you literally just leave. Or fists or anything like that should not happen, but then you obviously stayed and overstayed your welcome and then obviously hit me. So, and hopefully it didn't scar me, because this fucking hurts. And then another dig to my character. Do you know who said they were really pleased I was seeing you again? No one. Well, great for them. Doesn't stop from some of your friends sending me dick pics on Snapchat though, doesn't it? So they must really hate me if they want to do that. And like an idiot, I stood there saying that actually Carl's really alright and you don't know him. You don't know me either. Your friends don't know me. So I don't know where you get off with that. And Carl's really alright. I'm not alright. I'm fucking fabulous. So, not alright. Hurry up and make a fucking choice. Be the person you could be by choosing not to do the fucked up things you always seem to do. Or carry on doing them to no one's surprise, except mine apparently. I'd like to think I have always been right, that you are better than the person you often portray. Anyway, I'm not going to say any more. I hate when people write an email like they're speaking. Like, you're typing, for Christ's sake. You don't need to end the email like that. And also, in closing, it's a shame this is how it's turned out. It is a shame, but not once in that email, which goes on for quite a long period of time, do you mention what you were like on the night out, the violence that you've done, and the things that you said at all. I know that there was text messages after this saying that you don't remember what was said, but then if you don't remember what you said, how do you know what I said to you? Seems a little bit fishy to me. Yeah, so in closing, that is gone now. That relationship will never happen. Friendship, no, nothing will ever be the same, because no one ever raises their fist to me. No one actually no one makes me bleed. That sounds really wrong. But no, in a violent way, no one does that. It is, you just showed how much of a child you really are. So yeah, take it easy. So I say it's like over, which it will be. It when the dust settles and stuff, but like it really did affect me. Not only did it affect my it kind of violated the fact that it happened in my house. It kind of violated the fact that I had let people know that this person I was now seeing, like, in the loop of it. Like, do you ever feel like when you start telling people? It's kind of like putting your status on Facebook. It's like a no-no. I would never do it. But it's like in the real world, when you start telling little people about it, like you have close friends, and then it evolves and it becomes something, it kind of is the beginning to the end. Because, like, I don't know, maybe it was the pressure, I'm not sure, but then the moment they come back to you and say this is your fault, it's like literally you turned to violence, you did what you did. There's no coming back from this now. Like, you'll never ever have a relationship with me, friendship or anything, because I was just shocked. And it just makes you, I don't know, a little bit disappointed in things, disappointed in people, disappointed in yourself. But this week is like getting better. We're already on Wednesday. Monday and Tuesday were really shit. Like, I was just a little bit in shock. Sunday I had my brother-in-law's birthday meal, so I literally went there and like covered up my scar, told my sister, who then inevitably told my mother, who then texted me yesterday and was like, oh, what's happened? And I was like, oh, nothing, let's just move on from it. But yeah, we went to this birthday meal on Sunday and just everyone's like coupled up, everyone's got like a child or pregnant or engaged or married or soon to be married, everything that kind of I want. And yeah, it just kind of, when I left, I was there like pretty much all day, but when I left I had that really like, I had like that knot in my throat where I kind of just want normality. I don't want to have a story to bring to my family where, oh yeah, I was seeing this guy and he attacked me in my house. I don't want that. I want, oh, I had this guy who sent me flowers at work, or I don't know, he picked me up in his car from work and like drove me to somewhere, or we did equal things, like something nice rather than something dramatic, which maybe it's just gay world or straight world or wherever you want to see it, but like it always has to be something. It always has to be a little bit like straight people, I've got a headache. Gay people, oh, I've got a tumour. Fucking, it has to be one up on everything. I would really prefer just to have a bit of normality, a little bit more. I don't want to talk about that to people, but then it has to be talked about, because obviously I've just tried to quickly sweep it under the rug with friends and like, oh, we're not seeing him anymore. I'm like, no, not seeing him. Oh, well, didn't he come to the party on Saturday? And it's like, so yeah, it's just one of those things. But yeah, be careful out there, everyone. Really be careful. I'm glad I've got a good, strong support system. But yeah, it has shook me. It's really, really... I haven't cried about it yet. I tried to cry, but I think I'm teaching myself not to, especially being in London. You can't be a moper. You can't be a whinger either, because really, not many people want to hear about your whinging. So, just got to be strong and probably not invite violent people into the house. So yeah, you don't know who you're sleeping in bed with.